Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant analysis on the San Antonio Spurs. You know, I got to do my check-in. I got a lot of Spurs fans. They enjoy my videos, and they won 113 to 110. The Denver Nuggets ended up going to 19 and 14, 10 and 6 at home. The Spurs go to 18 and 16. They're 6 and 9 away from their home. This was a much needed win because the Spurs are still trying to make it to the playoffs by the end of the season. And Wemby is getting more confident. He's getting more dominant. He's really knocking down his perimeter shots. He's really using that length and that wingspan to his advantage. And this was just another victim to be abused by it. I would say the Spurs lead the season series 1-0, but they do play again tomorrow, and they do play later this year too, and we'll see if Denver is able to beat them. But the Spurs won the first quarter 32-30, the second quarter 28-22. They lost the third quarter 38-27, and they won the fourth quarter 26-20 to win by 3. Chris Paul made a crafty layup to the basket before the shot clock expired. And then Devin Vassell did a great pickoff catch and was able to turn it into a transition dunk. And that's how they was able to get this win that was close. But there's more to that. Harrison Barnes had 8 points, plus 10 and plus minus 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 of was offensive, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 4 of 10 from the field. He did a good job of spacing the floor and moving the basketball like he usually does. He understands when to take a shot. He has some good looks. They just didn't drop tonight. It happens, but at least he still competed. And that's one thing you can never really say about Harrison Barnes. At least he does that. And he's a nice, long, athletic body. Victor Wembanyama, the star for the Spurs, really showed out. He had 35 points, plus 17 and plus minus. He did get in foul trouble, and he did turn the ball over a whole lot tonight with 8 total. He did have 2 blocks, 1 steal, 4 assists. He's still trying to figure out how to handle, how to use his body, how to use the momentum, how to actually go up to score against certain players. And the Denver Nuggets threw a lot of different looks at him, and that made him make mistakes as he's still learning how to score and be dominant. He had 18 rebounds. 3 of them was offensive out of that. So he was just closing out possessions and securing the rebounds. And that's how you know he has everything it takes to possibly be one of the best big men ever. 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 4 or 6 from 3. He had a lot of tough ones. Nobody can really block his shot unless they put maximum effort. And even then, you might still be fouling him because it's just that high. But he does a slow build up to release it, so you got chances to strip him or got chances to make it even more tough for him to get it off. But teams are just letting Wemby set his feet and get his foundation built before they even contest it, and it's like a practice shot at that point because he's not even looking at them at all. He's just looking at the rim, and that hand-eye coordination make you a great shooter. And 4 or 6 from 3 is really good, but he also did some other things in the paint, and he also was patient in the paint. And even though he was rushed and forced to do some things he didn't like, he was still able to shoot 14 or 21 from the field. Christopher Emmanuel Paul had 7 points, minus 6 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 turnover, 11 assists, 8 rebounds, 1 of 6 from the three-point line, 3 of 11 from the field. Devin Vassell, 18 points, minus 18 and plus minus, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from 3, 7 of 16 from the field. And he did a good job of scoring the basketball. And I like what he has added to this team. Mobility, length, size, good anticipation, a willing defender. He does a lot of things that this team needs to be able to win and compete against the better teams. And they was able to get a lot out of him tonight. Stephon Castle is back in the starting lineup today. He only played 24 minutes, though, and had 8 points, plus 18 and plus minus, 2 personal foul, 1 turnover, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 of was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 of 8 from the field. He hasn't really been this guy that's trying to take over games. He's just trying to play his part, play his role, defend, and handle the ball and not turn it over as much when he's trying to make decisions. And that's why they like him in this lineup. He understands what he's supposed to do and what he's not supposed to do on the basketball court, and most rookies don't get that sometimes, and that's what's become detrimental to their development. Just doing too much and trying to be the shining star all the time. Zach Collins, 4 points, minus 14, and plus minus 5 personal fouls, 1 block, 1 steal, 5 rebounds, 3 of them was offensive, or 3 from the 3-point line, 2 of 5 from the field. Julian Champagnie, 15 points, minus 6 and plus minus 1 personal foul, 1 turnover, 4 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, 6 of 11 from the field. He's really been good. I like his shooting. I like his aggressiveness. Champagnie has been a steal for the Spurs. He has been one of their best perimeter players, even offensively, this entire season. And I got to give him praise for that. Keldon Johnson has been good since he's been healthy. They needed more scoring. They needed more weapons for Wemby and some guys that can make shots around him. And Keldon Johnson had 16 tonight, plus 5 and plus minus, 1 turnover, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, 6 of 14 from the field. And Trey Jones, 2 points, plus 9 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 turnover, 2 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 of them was offensive, 1 of 2 from the field. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision. 46 of 98, 46% from the field, 13 of 36, 36% from 3, 8 of 13, 61% from the free throw line, 14 offensive rebounds, 56 rebounds total, 31 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 14 turnovers, 15 personal fouls, and that 113 points that got them the win. But the Denver Nuggets didn't let it come easy, as this was a competitive game, and it was really interesting to see 2 Goliaths and 2 Titans duke it out, because you did see a lot of Wemby versus Jokic in this game. But it lived up to the hype to me. Michael Porter Jr., 22 points, plus 7 and plus minus, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, 1 of them offensive, 4 of 9 from the 3-point line, 9 of 15 from the field. Nikola Jokic, 41 points, plus 7 and plus minus, 3 personal fouls, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 9 assists, 18 rebounds, a double-double for him. Just a dominant game again from Nikola Jokic. It's just crazy how he's been able to do it this entire year. Once he signed that Supermax, I knew that he was worth it. I knew that he would be the first center in a while to lead a team to a championship. And I have videos on my channel to prove that theory, that I'm right, because it ended up happening not too long ago. But this is why. His numbers is absolutely outstanding on a game-to-game basis, and that's why he's back in the MVP conversation again. But he was 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 3 of 10 from 3, 15 of 36 from the field. He was efficient. He scored in the post, scored from the 3-point line, took a little too many threes. I think that actually helped them lose this game too, was the fact that they was baiting Jokic. We'd rather you not be in the paint. Even if Wembanyama is there guarding you, we'd rather you shoot the threes, even though we know you can make it. But 3 of 10, you would take that, especially because he got 9 free throws too, and Wembanyama was in foul trouble with those 5 personal fouls. You kind of say, I'm glad that you took us off the hook shooting them threes tonight. And, 41 points is a lot, but you still got the win. You got to give up something. Russell Westbrook had 9 points, plus 6 and plus minus, 5 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. 1 was offensive, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 of 7 from the field. Jamal Murray, 14 points, minus 7 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 2 turnovers, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 2 of 5 from 3, 6 of 17 from the field. He was hitting some perimeter shots, especially from 3. He did make decently and had good bounce and control. He seemed like he was confident today. He didn't shoot the ball as well as he needed to for them to be able to win this game, but that's been something that's been in and out going this entire season, is that he hasn't been consistent offensively, especially against the better teams. It's unfortunate, but this is what you got. This is what you wanted, and you got to play with what you have. Christian Braun has continually getting his double figures, and he played his role the way that he needs to and gives them exactly what we knew he can do, and he's still doing exactly just his role and nothing else. And that's all you can ask him to do at this point. 2 personal fouls, 1 block, 1 steal, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. One of them was offensive. 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 2 or 6 from 3, 3 or 10 from the field. Hunter Tyson had 0 points, minus 11 and plus minus 1 block, 1 rebound. He was 0-1 from 3. That was his only attempts, no free throws. Peyton Watson played 19 minutes. He was 1 of 4 from the field, 0-1 from 3, 0-1 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 was offensive, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, minus 10 and plus minus 2 points. DeAndre Jordan played 4 minutes. He was 0-1 from the field. He did get 2 rebounds, 1 was offensive, minus 8 and plus minus 0 points. Julian Strawther, 11 points, was the only guy to score in double figures off the bench for the Denver Nuggets, plus 1 and plus minus 2 personal fouls, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 3 or 6 from the 3-point line, 4 or 7 from the field. It's tough knowing that your bench don't really have too many options, really, compared to the team that won a championship. But, if you're not going to play Saric and you're not going to play Zeke Naji, it's like you just got to rely on your starters to be absolutely exceptional. And they did what they could tonight, just wasn't enough. And they are missing Aaron Gordon, which if they had that cutter, like the announcer said, they probably could have made it even tougher for the Spurs to be able to walk out there with a victory. But you got to play with what you got. The Spurs had their fair share of injuries throughout the season. And, that's part of the game. But the Denver Nuggets, they gave the Spurs an opportunity, and the Spurs took it. And they ended up walking out there with a victory. 42 of 98, 42% from the field, 15 of 40 from 3. That's 37%. 11 of 16 from the free throw line, 68%. That was one thing that hurted them today, too. They got to the line frequently. They just couldn't convert on them. 10 offensive rebounds, 45 rebounds total, 33 assists, 8 steals, 6 blocks, 8 turnovers, 13 personal fouls, and 110 points. And it just wasn't enough. But it happens. On to the next game for them. Denver's been winning enough games to keep them in the playoff picture. None of us really doubted that they would make the playoffs, or that was really a concern from the media and fans and just people with opinion about basketball in general. We knew that they had figured it out. We knew that they had enough to be a playoff team, even though their roster is not in the best shape. People are criticizing Coach Malone for not figuring out the lineups and the rotations, even though they've been above 500 team for a while now, and they had a little bit of a bad showing in the first couple weeks. But, they had to get a little bit of adjustment periods. They had their fair share of injuries. Jokic has carried his load and his weight as a supermax player. He has to, for this team to perform well. He has to do majority of the work. He knew that comes with the cost of that type of contract, and this is the result. A less deep team and guys that trust and do what they can do, like the Aaron Gordons and the Michael Porter. You play with them for a while. You understand how to use them. You understand how to play with them, and you respect them. And this is the team that he has. This is the team he's going to have to win with, and this is what he signed up for. And you don't hear him moping, whining, and complaining about it. He has to deal with it. It's part of what he has done for his responsibility. And at least he's doing it accountable, and that's one thing you got to respect about Nikola Jokic and his teammates. But Wembanyama, is fun seeing him go through these things to show you that he really wants to be one of the greats, and he really wants to be one of the all-time greats. And just watching his footage of him continually trying different things and trying to figure things out and being a sponge, soaking up as much knowledge and information as he can to become the best player that he can be, even though he's not even close to even 25 at this point. What he is doing at his age and what he's able to do at his size and the touch that he has and the shooting ability that he has, you can tell that he's in love with the game of basketball, and he can't live without it, because you don't get this good and you still have so much more potential. It's scary, honestly, especially because he competes defensively. He wants to win, and he's trying to do whatever he can each possession to impact the game. Those type of players, man, they hard to get, they hard to keep. They can be a headache, but if you want something that's worth having, and you have to work for it to keep it, and you have to do whatever it takes to keep it up too. And Victor Wembanyama is that guy. This is why a lot of people said he was the pick that had to go number one, because if he has that mind, and he has that body, and he has that passion, and he has that love and devotion to the game, You're getting a once in a lifetime player like a David Robinson, who I met, like a Timothy Duncan, Tim Duncan, and they won championships and they dominated their eras and they won multiple together, David Robinson and Tim Duncan. And I don't know how this team is going to look. I don't know the players that they're going to plug in around them in the future because some of these players are older, and obviously Wembanyama is here to stay as long as they can keep him. And this guy is the real deal. Like, I'm really a fan of Wemby. I got a breakdown on Wemby. He is something special, and he's something to behold. It's like, I'm going to see him this month. I'm going to a game when he's going to play in this area, and I'm going to check him out and say, man, it was an honor to be able to see you play the game of basketball because you embody why the NBA is so special and why we pay so much money to see these guys, whether it's in person or on TV, because these guys really have the desire to be great at what they do. And Wemby doesn't cheat it. He said people ain't working as hard. Now, you just love the game more than they do. And you put up with the pros and cons of the game because you love it that much. That's the reason why you're on this level, even when you was a teenager and they stayed on that level. You know what I mean? And it is obvious. Wembanyama is the real deal. But other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. Not only that, I make conversation videos just like this in different variety. Not only that, I also make breakdowns of players, legends, and even rookies, even future stars, rookie coverage for the draft, and also mock drafts and other content too is on my channel. If you want to have any other informations or you want to get to know me a little bit better or you want to see some content that's not just basketball, you can follow me on social media. That will also be on my channel if you want to do that. Other than that, thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for continuing to come back for more analysis. Hope you guys enjoyed your holiday. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all continue to live your life and enjoying that analysis in your life too. And make sure you add that in there. And thanks for the support and the love that y'all been giving me for over 10 plus years on this channel. This is another year and we want to start it off right, and I think we are. And I'm giving y'all what y'all want to see and want to hear. And I'm just thankful that y'all appreciate that. See you guys later today.